Hello there, Patricia with you doing a tarot card reading for Christmas week. So that would be the week beginning December 18th. And I'm going to work with the Pamela Coleman Smith Centenary Tarot deck, I think it's called. So it's a lovely deck, and I'm going to just shuffle the cards once more, and then we'll pick 3 cards for the week beginning December 18th. The energy, I'd say, is quite strong. So we'll see what's going on, and then we'll have a look at the shadow card as well. Okay, so another little shuffle. There, the cards are after flying out there, so we have to have a look at these ones. Okay, that's it. Sure, right, they just jumped out. Okay, so I'll try and place them in the right way. So they just hopped and did a legger on me. Okay, so shadow card, first of all, is 3 of Pentacles. This is a good card. Very positive card. It's about 3, it's about creation, it's about moving forward in a new way, a new path. It's also about achieving appreciation, honor, value, respect, or recognition for the work that you're doing or have done. I feel the vibes towards the end of the year are strong, in that you may be sort of thinking about what happened throughout the year 2023. This is number 3, so you'll be thinking what you created, what you did, what you didn't do. And I feel this card throughout the week is all about seeing what you did and what you don't want to carry forward into next year 2024, but also seeking recognition, value, and getting it, okay, and appreciation for the work that you've done so far. This is inner work, but it's also work in the career sense as well, in a very practical level, and how far you've come. I always find this card interesting in that there are 2 arches here. Okay, so it's about a new way forward, but there's also, it's very black, so it's also about the unknown. Okay, so it is about thinking through and evaluating what happened this year, but also feeling like you're moving into a new period in your life, a new phase, a new chapter, a new way forward, and not knowing really what to expect. Okay, so there may be a bit of fear there. So to alleviate that fear, the best thing you can do is appreciate yourself and how far you've come. So to raise that energy, or raise that sort of vibe. So what you can do is list off all the things you've achieved, how far you've come. So don't be critical of yourself. Don't be knocking yourself. Don't be trying to do anything other than raise yourself up. So raise the bar and appreciate how far you've come by listing off or reminding yourself of all the things that you did this year that were great. Okay, and that will help you move forward into a more positive frame of mind and into a more positive vibe. Now, I haven't seen these cards, so I'm just going to flip them over and see what comes out. And here we have Wheel of Fortune for the beginning of the week, 5 of Wands for the middle of the week, and then towards the end of the week we have the Knight of Wands. Fiery, feisty energy, a lot of orange here. Okay, so the orange is about a new phase. Okay, it's also about fire and energy and sparks and creation again, and bit of conflict in order to create something new. So quite good, quite positive, quite fiery, feisty energy. With the Wheel of Fortune at the beginning of the week, again, this is a good card. It's a very positive card. It's very much about good luck, good fortune, and a change for the better. So the wheel is turning in your favor. Okay, so things are moving forward in the right direction. I feel 2024 is going to be a better year. It's going to be more positive. What I feel about this card is you've done a lot of work on yourself, a lot of work in your life, a lot of work that's going to really pay off, I feel, next year. Okay, so it's going to be easier, thank God. So it's going to be an easier year moving forward, and when the wheel turns, it turns in your favor, and good things are coming up for you. Middle of the week with the 5 of Wands, obviously you may have to watch out for family friction possibly, or especially around Christmas, sometimes we meet people that we haven't seen all year, and then we see them, and that may create some sparks. So what I would say to you with respect to this card is guard your energy, and don't move yourself into a situation where you feel uncomfortable or unpleasant, or that there may be conflict. So avoid conflict if you can, but on a positive or higher spiritual level with this card, 5s bring about changes. They bring about shifts. They bring about necessary shifts that take us to new levels and places where we need to be. So having a bit of a conflict or a bit of a you know, constructive conflict. Good conflict can create sparks which create new energy, which build you up and bring you to a newer, higher level, so it creates more light or brings more light into a situation. This card as well, though, it can be a bit negative in the sense that it's about people who are, bouncing off one another, but nothing's really happening. There's not a whole lot of progress there. So just be aware of that. Be aware of the people you're around. If somebody's trying to criticize you or, cause conflict for no reason, just leave them at it, okay? Back off and leave them to it. If they're trying to challenge you in some way, shape, or form, and you really feel intuitively or instinctively that you're not going to gain anything from this except walk away annoyed, walk away before it even happens, okay? So again, trust your intuition. It's also about higher level sort of shifting and manifesting new energies and changing for the better, okay? End of the week, we have this feisty, fiery Knight of Wands. Of course, on some level, you have the typical start off the new exercise regime when you're coming to the end of the year, you've eaten too much over Christmas kind of thing, but it's about get up and go. So it's about moving forwards. It's about a more active sort of attitude. It's about fire in your belly. It's about moving forward with strength and with passion and with desire and with lots of good energy. So it's very positive. So the friction might incite you to move away from certain areas in your life, okay? And say, I don't need this crap. I don't need this energy. I don't need this friction, okay? I'm just going to get away from it. And I'm just going to use that energy, that desire, that passion, that feistiness just to get away and move forward into a different direction. And he's firing on all cylinders, okay? He's ready to go. He's raring up. He's wanting to start something new. So this bodes really well for starting a new project, new exercise regime, moving out from your current situation or moving away from a situation that may be fractious or full of friction, and just not entertaining it and just using that energy, that vibe, that power, that passion to get moving forward in the right direction. It's a very good positive card and it's full of fire. Just don't let yourself get burned out, obviously, in the process. These are quite positive cards. Orange, as you know, and all the orange energy with the wands relates to the sacral chakra, which again is all about creation. So this card is about creating something new. So having the incentive, the drive, and the desire to create something new for next year. Going back to anything maybe that you realize you did that you shouldn't have done, not being overcritical of yourself, but just saying, I'm not going to go there again. I'm going to start in a whole new vibe, a new clean slate with fire and passion and desire and enthusiasm and all that really great, good energy. Throughout the week, again, don't forget to raise your vibration by appreciating yourself and appreciating how far you've come, okay? And not inviting criticism. I don't know why that keeps popping into my head, but maybe it's to do with the 5 of Wands. But don't invite criticism. Don't let somebody put you down, or don't allow somebody to say something that they've no right to say. So really, work on yourself. You have the power to walk away from difficult situations, and you have the power to raise your own standards, and your own energy, and your own worth. Okay, so that's what it's about, really feeling your worth and having that drive to move forward into a new phase, which is really positive. This card is lucky. It does mean that the universe is on your side, and you've got the opportunity now to move into a new, better phase of your life. So take it, I would say. Take it, okay, and accept it for the highest good of all. I can't seem to hold these cards in my hand. So I wish you a wonderful Christmas and a great week. Don't forget, you can find me on Instagram, Patricia Weston Witch. I'm on Threads now as well, and Twitter and Facebook, okay? So I'm there, I'm around, and I do my daily card every day. So I wish you a wonderful Christmas, and hopefully I will see you next year, okay? Have a great Christmas, and I'll talk to you soon. Goodbye.